All right, guys. Can you see me and hear me and all that? Okay, we got a few guys in here already. I see Jeff H., Chris Nicholson, Kenny Garner, Keith Brumley. Welcome, guys. This is my first attempt at doing a live stream. Can you see me and hear me and all that? Just having a couple technical difficulties here for a second. Okay, we got a few guys in here already. Got my sound playing back in my speakers. This is my first time attempting this, so I'm sure we'll have a few hiccups as we go. But anyways, yeah, thanks. I see we got Doug Compton, Casey Sirik. Welcome, guys. So yeah, yeah, first time attempting a live stream, so welcome. I'm sure most of you guys know me, but I'm Randy with the Low Buck LS channel, and we just passed the 1,000 subscriber mark on the channel, so I just wanted to make a video first of all to say thanks for supporting the channel and watching and subscribing and liking and commenting and all that. So it is a little scary for me to go live. Like, I'm used to you know, recording videos where I can like edit stuff out if I say something stupid, or and the thought of having to sit down and talk for half an hour or whatever and just do it all live is a little scary, but we'll give it a try. I do have some notes and stuff here to give us some stuff to talk about. Just gonna have a look. For some reason. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we passed the 1,000 subscriber mark on the channel, and so to say thanks for supporting the channel, I'm gonna give away a $25 gift card to Summit. And I think we'll wait a couple minutes and just see if we get some more people come on. But yeah, I posted a video about a week ago announcing this live stream and the giveaway of that Summit gift card. So basically, you had to comment on that video, and I'm going to pick a random comment from that video, and then we'll, if that person is in the live stream, they'll win that $25 gift card. So, Kenny asked, where's Low Buck Tuck? He's, let me try and turn the camera here, see if we can, he's crashed on the floor there. So, and Christopher Frost just subscribed. Cool. Thanks, Chris. Okay, so, yeah, we got 8 people on now, so that's good. We'll give it a couple more minutes. So why don't all you guys in the chat just tell me where you're from. Just type into the chat box where your location is, and we'll oh, apparently there's a couple goofy guys in my chat box here. One name looks familiar, Ryan Engler. I feel like I know that guy. Actually, that's my son and his buddy Christopher Frost. So, welcome. Jeff is in East Texas. Cool. I'm, you guys probably know, but I'm up in Canada, Sylvan Lake, Alberta, Canada. And Chris Nicholson is in Northern California. Doug Compton is in Kentucky. We got Port St. Lucie, Florida. All American so far, except for the 2 young guys that I know there. So now we got 12 guys in the chat. We'll give it another, I don't know, 3 minutes or something, and we'll do that first drawing of our winner here. I just got to set up my other screen to do that here. Just give me a second here. Kind of learning as I go. Okay, so I got that screen ready to go. Yeah, Jeff, I know there's quite a few channels from up in Canada. Brian, I know you're not American. Got another Florida guy, south end of Texas. Not sure if I buy that Christopher Frost is from Antarctica, but Michigan. Oh, another Canadian on here, Ryan Williamson from Ontario. Oh, and another Windsor, Ontario. Thanks, Kenny. I'm glad you're getting some value out of the videos and the channel. So, well, we got 14 guys on here now. So, picking up. We'll give her a couple more minutes. So, in the meantime, I'll just talk about what we got coming up on the channel. So I'm still working on, if you watched the last, or maybe the second last video that I posted up, I'm dealing with a lean spike on tip-in when I give it full throttle. So I've been working with Kyle at Goat Rope Garage there and getting his advice, but I still have some work to do there. So, and actually I got HP tuners pulled up here. So what I was trying to do, let me try this screen switching thing. Trying to get all fancy here. Oh, and I noticed this chat box on my video doesn't have any chat in it. But that's all right. Let's try switch and look at HP tuners for a second. And while I'm doing this, I can't see your chat, but that'll be all right. I'll check in on it in a bit. So what I was trying to do to get rid of this lean spike, let me open up the scanner here for a second. Oh, I can't click there. I'm gonna click over here. So basically, here is a log where I went basically from 0% throttle to 100% throttle, and you can see my AFR commanded it. Basically, there's a big lean spike here on tip-in. The commanded AFR drops to 12.23, but the green line is the actual AFR, and you can see it spike up to 1800 there. So, and then there's a corresponding rich spike when I let off the throttle over here. So, what I tried to do, what Kyle got me to do, is working on this fuel to wall impact factor. And basically I took this 100 kPa row and multiplied it by 2. So this is actually the stock tune right here, but I've got a compare file open, and this, so basically I multiplied this 100 kPa row by 2 and then did this what's it called, interpolate between vertical bounds, and that kind of gradually basically fills in the blanks here. But basically that didn't do anything to fix my my lean spike, so I got to go back to send some more logs and stuff to Kyle, and I'm working on making a video on that. So let me go back to the main screen where I can see the chat and stuff here. So I can see. Oh, hey, we got more guys. Dirt Floor Fab, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks, Caesar. Glad you're finding things helpful. Actually, Dirt Floor Fab, he's another YouTuber, and he's got a pretty good channel. Let me see if I can put a link to his channel. Let me try this. Paste. There you go. Go check out Dirt Floor Fab's channel, and he's got a pretty cool project. I think, what is it? It's an old Valiant, or like a 4-door old Mopar anyways, and he's done an LS swap in it and getting ready to take it out to doing some airport racing, I think. So Dallas, Texas in the house. Hey Ryan. When am I going to upload a Fortnite video? I'll leave that to Ryan. I haven't looked at any of Matt's tunes on Sloppy Mechanics yet, but that's a good idea. I should go check some of those out. So, Arlington, Texas. Welcome, Rob. We got 18 guys in here now, so I think we'll try and do this draw for the gift card off the bat here. LS Swap the World, yep. We'll talk about later in the stream here. I've got some ideas. We'll kind of talk about what's coming up for the immediate future on the channel, what I've got lined up. And also I've got some ideas for future projects I want to do, and even future project vehicles and stuff. So oh yeah, 72 Plymouth Valiant. Yeah, it's a cool car. Yeah, no problem. Happy to shout you out. Okay, let me get my screen rigged up here. Thanks, LSX 301. Okay, I'm going to switch screens again. So once again, I may or may not be able to see the chat box here. Oh, come on, Ryan. You're pretty good at Fortnite. If your mom would let you play more often, you'd probably be even better. But hopefully she's not watching. I doubt it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're switched to, and I can't see your chat right now, but we're going to go to this video that I posted last week. And we're going to go pick a winner. And we're going to choose from all comments. Okay, let's hit this button and pick a random comment here. Dirt Floor Fab. Congrats. You're the winner, buddy. All right, and I know you are in the live stream here, so I'm going to put up another screen for a second with my email address. And if you want to just send me an email with your address and contact information, and we will get that $25 gift card to Summit out to you. So yeah, and thanks again, you guys, for liking my videos and watching my videos and commenting and subscribing and all that. I appreciate it, and it seems like the channel's gaining some momentum here, so we'll keep pumping out the videos. And yeah. Okay, now I gotta switch back to my main screen. Oh, I see another angler. We've got a family operation here. Let me hop over. Just gonna scroll up on the. Yeah, there's my daughter Kaylin, and she knows what kind of breed Lowbuck Tuck is. He's a golden retriever. Thanks, Doug. You have a good night too. All right, so we got that gift card given away. Let's talk about the near future on the channel. Dwayne Abbott, thanks for showing up. It's going pretty good here. We're making our way through my first live stream, and there's been a few little hiccups, but for the most part, it's going okay. I'm not as smooth of a talker as Kyle, but it'll probably come with practice, I guess. So, anyways, yeah, so we're gonna work on getting that lean spike fixed, and yeah, that was whoever suggested looking at the sloppy tune cabinet there. That's probably a good resource, and even I know on HP tuners there's like that tune repository or whatever. So yeah, maybe there's something in there that would be helpful. But Kyle's a pretty good resource too, I'm sure. With his advice, we can get her figured. So we're gonna get that lean spike fixed. I've got some stuff. We're gonna put in a fuel pressure gauge because I think my turbo truck giveaway next. We'll save that. Maybe 100,000 subscribers. We'll give away the low buck truck. Thanks, Ryan. So yeah, I think I'm running on a fuel pump because when I'm doing a full throttle run, when I get to basically above like 4,000 RPM and, you know, $100 giveaway at 1,000,000 subs, okay. Is the lean spike at the beginning of acceleration? Yeah, it's right when I don't know if you saw that log that I posted up here earlier. Yeah, you're welcome, Rob. And that's like I don't want to try and portray myself as an expert who knows everything. Like I'm learning this as I go, and so but yeah, even when like this video that I'm going to be uploading soon about trying to tune this lean spike, I didn't actually solve the problem, but I think you can learn almost as much from when things don't work the way they should as when they do. So yeah, so I think I'm running on a fuel pump, so we're going to put in a fuel pressure gauge to verify my suspicion. And then Joe says Walbro 450. I've actually got already yes, you're a good son. I got one of these Hellcat pumps here, but yeah, one thing about this, it's the Hellcat 525 Walbro. I don't even know where my camera is here, but the specs on it are actually a little deceiving. Like it's called a 525 liters per hour, but that's rated at 0 pressure. So at the 58 psi that the my truck fuel system runs at, it only puts out like 416 liters per hour or something. But yeah, she's the 525 Walbro Hellcat pump. So those are going to be the next, probably after doing the fuel pressure gauge and the lean spike, we're going to put in that fuel pump, and then hopefully we'll be able to make a full throttle pass and get it out to the track before the season is over. And I think that just looking at my notes here for a sec, that 416 liters per hour that pump puts out at 58 psi, that should be enough fuel to get me to my goal of I've always said right from the beginning of this project that my goal was to run 1150s in the quarter, because that's the fastest you can go without a cage in your truck. Oh, that's a good call, Keith. Maybe that lean spike is because I don't have enough fuel pump. That makes sense. Like if your big injectors are opening up all of a sudden, like that could, if your fuel pump isn't keeping up to the amount that the injectors are open, that would cause a lean spike. So yeah, maybe doing that fuel pump will solve that lean spike as well. So But yeah, like I was saying, I'm hoping that that fuel pump should be big enough to hit my goal of running 1150s in the quarter. But that's actually another video I want to do coming up, is figure out, like, for that goal of running 1150s in the quarter, how much horsepower do I need to meet that goal. And but in order to figure that out, I've got to weigh the truck. So we're going to weigh the truck, figure out how much horsepower it'll need to run 1150, and then do the math to figure out like what the size of fuel pump we'd need and what size of injectors we need. But I've already got a fuel pump and injectors, so I'm hoping they're big enough. But that's another video I want to do, is basically doing some race car math. Do I have a way to monitor fuel pressure throughout the run? I don't. Like, I'm just gonna put in like a visual gauge that I can monitor it as it's going. I would like to somehow wire up a sensor that I could log it in HP tuners, but I don't have one of those sensors handy, and I'm running low on 0 to 5 volt inputs on my ECU because I'm already using one to for my wideband O2. But I think you can use like the air conditioning pressure sensor or something, so I might be able to install a pressure and be able to log it at some point. But for now, I'm just going to install a gauge and watch the pressure visually. And then I did have some links and stuff up here, but somehow I closed them out. Dirt floor. Your spikes lean by a couple points, but then falls below target. It's got a bit of a delay. A lot of guys rearrange their fuel tank pressure. Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, if mine was just a couple points, I could live with it. But it's let me show that log again here. There we go. So yeah, right at this point, it's this is before I open the throttle. Its AFR is commanding 14.68. And then after I open the throttle right here, the commanded AFR drops to 12.2 where I want it, but you can see the actual AFR as I move the arrow over here. The commanded AFR is down at 12.2, and then you can see that spike up to 18.2. So that's a little leaner than I want to be. And then, yeah, like I said, at the end of when I let off the throttle, I've got a corresponding rich spike. So but we'll keep plugging away at that issue. And then let me get switch back to the main window here. My chat box keeps disappearing and appearing, and oh, we got 20 guys in here now. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna look over at this screen so I can catch up on the chat window here. Ryan says POG, that's helpful. And Rob says he saw a problem where fuel moved away from the pickup in the tank. That could be a possibility as well. 550 wheel horsepower. Is that how much I'll need to run 1150s? Or is that how much that pump is good for? I'm not sure. Oh, homemade tank. Yeah, I can see how that would cause a problem. Pickup didn't go all the way down. Yeah, makes sense. I'm just gonna hop over to, just give me a second here, show you what other stuff I plan on buying here. Okay, let me switch screens again here. Oh, that's a guess. Yeah. It sounds reasonable, yeah. 550 horse. And the truck probably, if I had to guess the weight, it's probably 4,400 pounds, and with me in it, probably 4,600. So yeah, 550, and that seems to be a reasonable goal to shoot for with a single 78, 75 turbo. And yes, Kenny, this is my first turbo setup. Casey is just getting his to go from super rich to lean. Yeah. And then one of the next projects I want to do is I did that cam swap a while back, but I'm using the stock valve springs, so I'm not able to use, like, I think the rated RPM range of my cam is from like 2,200 to 6,800, but because I still have stock valve springs, I'm not revving it any higher than stock, so I'm not able to use that full 6,800 RPM. So what I'm gonna do probably next after doing the fuel pump is get these LS6 valve springs, basically. Just scroll up a bit. So yeah, pretty cheap, 78 bucks for a set of them. But I think I'll have to buy a tool to change them out. And but then once I get those put in, I should be able to use the full RPM range of that cam. And while we're on here, I'll show you the next thing I want to buy after that. MSD 8733. Two-step launch control. And this is supposed to, like, the reviews are all awesome, and it's supposed to be super simple to install. Let me look at the chat for a second here. Hang on a sec. I feel like I'm missing something. But anyways, let me talk about this two-step for a bit, and then I'll go back to Rob's question. So yeah, this is supposed to install in like 20 minutes, and basically I want to wire it in both to the brake pedal and with a switch. So if I'm at the track or whatever, I can flip the switch on, and that two-step will activate as long as I'm on the brakes. And as soon as I let off the brake pedal and the brake lights go out, it'll launch. And so as long as that switch is on and the brake pedal is pressed, it'll stay at whatever RPM is set in that two-step. And so that should help. I want to do bracket racing with this truck eventually, so that should help with being able to launch consistently and stuff. So I'm going to look at my notes again for a second. I'll switch back to my other screen here. And my chat keeps disappearing when I switch windows here. So I'm going to go back and look at this other screen. Not sure if I answered Kenny yet. Yes, this is my first turbo setup. You haven't seen my numbers, Rob. What am I running currently? As far as fuel pump or cam or... And yes, those LS6 springs are good to 6,800, and that's the springs that Summit recommends to go with the cam. And yeah, that Terminator X looks like a pretty sweet setup. I definitely, for future projects, I want to get into the Holly stuff, but once I've got HP tuners mastered, then I'll, or at least I probably won't get into the, I'm too cheap to have like the Gen 5 stuff like Kyle works on a lot, but I'd like to at least get a good as in time on the track. Actually, I haven't even been to the track with the turbo on it, like, so, and it's mainly been because I've been short of fuel pump. I haven't, basically haven't had enough fuel to be able to hold it wide open for a quarter mile, but before the turbo was on it, it was like a 15-second truck or something, like basically a stock Chevy. What are we going to talk about now? Some of the longer term projects, yeah, like I mentioned, I'd eventually like to learn about the Holley stuff. Like, it's supposed to be super user friendly, and you can do like wide open throttle, closed loop, so it's super easy to tune and stuff. So definitely want to get into that. But a little further down the road for the channel, just looking at my notes here again. Yeah, Kenny, that's kind of me too. I want to get and I'm actually even thinking, like, once I get the truck running consistent and reliable 1150s, I'll move on to another project for a while. But eventually I'd like to come back and put a cage in the truck and all the safety equipment to go faster than 1150 and see how far we can go with it. And eventually, this is probably a crazy pipe dream, but I think it'd be cool to have a pickup truck in like the 850 class at drag week. That'd be a pretty fun truck, I think, but that'd be like 5 years down the road or whatever. So before then, I think we're gonna need we're gonna go back to do some more transmission work. I want to do the 4L60E that I just rebuilt a month or so ago. Is yeah, twins. The 4L60E is holding up great so far, but I'm gonna want to do a 4L80E swap probably sooner rather than later, because for racing too, I'm probably gonna want a stall converter, and it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense to spend money on a converter for a 4L60E. So that's probably I don't know, I'd say in the next, maybe over the winter or spring or something, we'll probably go to the junkyard and get a 4L80 and rebuild it and do a bunch of performance upgrades and hopefully get a converter for it. Oh, Hayden Siemens in the house. That's another, that's my son's cousin. Would I ever sell the truck and get a new one? Yeah, eventually. I think, well, I don't know. I kind of like this truck, so I don't know. I might get a new truck, but I might keep this one. We'll see. But I don't have plans of selling it anytime soon. I'll probably have it for the next 5 years or so. And then either before or after the transmission, probably before, I'm also going to have to upgrade either both the wheels and tires or just the tires, because I'm just running like street tires right now. But if I want to go to the track more, and I'm undecided. I'm not sure whether to go with slicks or drag radials, so that'll be one of the things I need, though, is some decent traction. So, and if I can afford it, I'd like to get a nice set of wheels to go with it, make it look a little better. And then we're actually going to get into some body work here. Oh, VJ, welcome. Stock Trailblazer converter. Yeah, I've heard those stall pretty decent. Oh, nice. 115. You can't beat that. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, giving that thing away once I hit 100,000 subscribers. I'm not giving it away now that I've hit 1,000. But yeah, anyways, the rockers and cab corners are pretty rusted out, so I want to get into a bit of paint and body work and weld in some new rockers and cab corners, and then get into some suspension work too. I'm thinking like install some cowl tracks in the back to help my 60-foot times. And I might even lower the truck, like put a 2.4 static drop or something in it if I've got nice wheels and stuff. Might as well improve the stance a little bit. And yeah, once I've got that thing running, Jake's triple billet converter, yeah, I've heard good things about Jake's, and I think he does, like, his are probably the mods that I'll do for the 4L80E as well. He does like a dual feed modification and basically a bunch of performance upgrades. So that's probably what I'll do when I go with the 80E. Yeah, so once we've got that truck running 1150s reliably and consistently, then I'm going to look into stepping away from this project for a bit and think about another project for the channel. So I've got some ideas, but I'm not exactly sure which way I'm going to go. Like, I want something lighter, and oh, Jake's Black Friday sale, nice. Yeah, that would give me some time to save up. That's a good call, good tip. If I ever get something new, would I sell it instantly? No, probably not. Yeah, dirt floor. Yeah, that's probably a good bet for a converter. I've also heard good things about. Well, I like the sloppy guys. They use the Circle D and the PTC, and I think Pro Torque is making a more budget-friendly 4L80E Pro-charged AMC Gremlin. Yeah, there we go. That's actually one option I'm thinking about, is going the Pro-charged route, like Kyle's rig there. He says he got his for a pretty decent price by buying it on eBay and stuff. So that's something I'd consider. But I think actually for the first part of my next project, I'm just going to stick with NA. And that's basically to learn the other half of tuning, because with my turbo truck, I'm running that Gen 3 enhanced OS, and so I don't have like the short-term and long-term fuel trims, the narrow band O2s for the closed loop, and I don't have a MAF, so I kind of want to do an NA build just so I can learn how to do the MAF tuning and tune by short-term and long-term fuel trims and all that kind of thing. So it'll probably be an NA build. I've thought about, I'm not going to do that. I was going to say put a 5.3 in a Fox body, but every other channel on YouTube is doing that. So I've actually thought about doing like an off-road build, like put a Gen 3 or Gen 4 5.3 in like a Jeep YJ and put a cam and headers and all that in it, and kind of do like a little off-roader. Or, I don't see him in the chat right now, but that guy in Kyle's chats there, that I think his name is Ross Lawrence. He's got that Goblin. It's like basically you're riding around in a roll cage, eh? It's like a little go-kart type of thing, and that's intriguing to me. But I think those Goblins use like a Cobalt 4-cylinder, and I'm kind of a V8 guy, but there is another version of that called the Exoset, and it uses like a Mazda Miata for the donor. And those guys have put LS V8s in, so that'd kind of be a fun project too. It'd be super light, and it wouldn't. Oh, little Luck Tuck is whining in the background. Tucker, come here. Come see if you can get on the camera. We'll lower this down a bit. There's a little Luck Tuck. He's a good dog. And now I lost my train of thought again. That seems to be a pattern here. I'm losing track of what I'm talking about. But oh well. And we've actually been doing this for 42 minutes. I'm surprised that I've been able to keep talking for 42 minutes. But anyways, so I'm thinking, yeah, like maybe do one of those like LS swap a Miata and then turn it into one of those exoset deals. But that gets a little beyond my budget. Like it'd be cheaper to just throw a junkyard LS engine into like a Jeep YJ or something. But then that'd be an off-road thing, and I kind of want to go down the track with it. So we'll see. But did I shower this morning? No, I did not. So bad, Randy. But anyways, I think I am on my last page of notes here, so I will be running out of stuff to talk about here. But anyways, I just want to say again, thanks to all you guys for watching my videos and liking them and subscribing and commenting on them. And thanks for coming out to my live chat. Dirt Floor Fab, if you're still in here, make sure to send me an email and I'll get that gift card out to you. And yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up. But yeah, thanks again for coming out and supporting my channel and supporting my live stream. And I will keep cranking out the videos and we'll learn this stuff together as we go. So that's Christopher Frost. Yeah, you're welcome, Dwayne. I'm happy to share. Yeah, you're welcome, Dirt Floor, and yeah, thanks for yeah, if there's anybody new here that didn't see the link I posted, actually I'll post it again here for Dirt Floor's YouTube channel. He's got a pretty cool channel and a pretty cool project. 72 Valiant, he said it was. Yeah, thanks VJ. I'm glad you could make it. Oh yeah, I was gonna paste that link. There is Dirt Floor Fab's channel for anybody who missed it the first time around. But yeah, so I'm gonna sign off. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one. If I can figure out how to end this thing. Here we go.